So this video is about the much talked about ICT trading concepts. Having done over 40 hours of the ICT concepts free on YouTube, so I do a backtesting of 3 days in a row in this video using NAS 100 or NASDAQ. Welcome, let's do it. So the summary of ICT trading concepts include the following 6 steps. First, you mark the midnight and 9:30 open. Secondly, you mark the daily high and daily low. Third, you check the liquidity grab in either of the daily highs or daily low. The next step is to observe change of character. You will use 1 minute or 5 minutes, whichever, but use the lowest time frame possible. And then you identify the fair value gap using 1 minute time frame as well, because you can use any other time frame, but the lowest time frame possible is okay. And finally, you place a pending order as the last step, either buy or sell depending on the liquidity and the direction of the market. So first we mark the midnight and the 9:30 open. This is midnight. And the 9:30 will be this. So this is done. Next we mark the daily high and daily low. So daily high so far, daily low, next we'll check the liquidity grab. So liquidity grab will be after 9:30. Let's see if there will be any liquidity taken in either of the daily high or daily low. There is liquidity grab on the daily low. So we now go to 1 minute time frame. To observe the change of character. So change of character is when there is the market is making lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then it breaks this higher high so that it forms a new higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Change of direction from a downtrend to an uptrend. So this behavior here is called change of character. So we are looking for change of character to show that the direction is changing, is reversing, so the market is reversing. So in this case, we have been on a downtrend. Break of track here downside, and there is change of character here. So as you can see, we have change of character. So after change of character, now go to identify fair value gap, still in 1 minute time frame. Then we go to placing a pending order. So fair value gap is a space in between 3 candles. It's an imbalance, inefficiency in price delivery. I have done a video on fair value gap. You can have a look at it. Now the fair value gap available here is this space here. Any 3 candles and there is a space in between, because ideally price should fill these spaces. The first and the third, any 3 candles, there should be no space in between. Done with that. Finally, we place a pending order. So this is the last step. So our pending order will be placed in this right at the fair value gap. So in this case, we're taking a buy. Okay, this must happen after 9:30, but before 11:30. Latest 11:30. This is 11:30. And always ensure you are on New York time zone, UTC -4. So taking a buy, pending order here. So the stop loss should be list. We can just keep it here. So take profit, we can take, maybe we can change time frame to 5 minutes. So let's take at least 2.5. 2 is okay. 2.606. That's good enough. Oh, in a little drawdown, almost hit our stop loss. Hit. Take profit, hit, successful. Okay, for our second example, maybe let me deactivate the sessions so that we have a clear chart. So we want to look at the next example, and so we are looking for 9:30. So want to mark the midnight. Mark the midnight and 9:30 open. So the midnight is here. 9:30 will be the next after this. 9:15, 9:30. So the midnight and 9:30 is done. Let's go to mark the daily high and daily low. So I can move this to use this next example. So this is the daily high and this is the daily low. Okay. Next, we check for liquidity grab. Let's see which of these daily high and daily low will be liquidated after 9:30. So liquidity grab, let's see. Fantastic, this is a liquidity grab here. This high has been taken out. So we now want to go to the next, the third step, the fourth step, to observe the change of character. We now want to switch to 1 minute time frame. So change of character is want to see if there will be, so this is an uptrend, we want to see a sign of downtrend. So already we are looking at this break of this line. I think this is successful. There is change of character here. So this becomes change of character. Now we go to the next step. Identify fair value gap. So FVG, this is it. So you go for the extreme. If there was any other one here, you don't go for the near one here, you go to the last one, the extreme end. So once we have our fair value gap, we now place a pending order, and in this case it will be a sell. So in this case we can take out this high, this low, sorry. It will be at least one. We have a good stop loss position. So this one is a possibility. At least 3.6 risk reward ratio. You can take anything lower than that, even at least here, but we are okay with this. Let's see if we'll be triggered. We're in the trade now. A little drawdown. Maybe you can go to 5 minutes to make it faster. Let's take to 1 minute. That was successful. That was successful. We are now going to our third and last example. So even in our last example, let's mark the midnight and 9:30 open. But first, I have to move the chart to fast forward. So our first step, as usual, mark the midnight and 9:30 open. So midnight, correct, 9:30 will be here. Let's mark the daily high and daily low. I'll move this line here. So our daily high is here. Our daily low, that was our daily low. Go and move this one as well. So our daily high and daily low, you establish them within this midnight and 9:30. Any of the lowest levels and the highest levels within this range. Now, once we've marked the daily high and daily low, liquidity graph now. Daily low has been liquidated. We can see a huge candlestick that goes beyond the daily low. So mark that as complete. Let's observe the change of character by dropping to 1 minute. So there is this candle. We'll be observing this. So at first, so this is okay. Maybe let me use. This is the movement so far. There is this, and then this green candle. We're not sure if it is going high, so we are marking this last as our key point. We are observing this break of this level for a change of character. Indeed, there is change of character here. We need to identify fair value cap. Unfortunately, we don't have one so far. Let's wait and see. Okay, now there is fair value cap here. Finally, we do our pending order. In this case, it will be a buy. So as a reminder, again, this must not happen beyond 11:30, and ensure you're using New York time session. This is the New York time zone, UTC -4. Now our stop loss, we can a little bit come down. It's huge, but good enough. This level is enough. Let's go for this high. At least it is okay. You can hit this at least 2.5. This will be okay. We are done with all our conditions. You can switch to 5 minute or 15 minute time frame. We're in the trade now. So unfortunately this time we were stopped out. Our trade hit stop loss, but it was a good setup. It never managed to reach this high, but it was a good trade. So that's trading. There's no methodology or no strategy that's 100%. So this is it for the 3 days in a row. If you have any suggestions, anything I missed out in the backtesting, let me know in the comment section. What do you think about this ICT strategy? Let me know in the comment section. Oh, it was a good backtesting. And see you until next time. See you in our next video. Thank you.